Hi! I hope everybody is doing amazing today. I am doing amazing today. Like, absolutely amazing. Um, so, it's official. Like, today I woke up and I was 197. So, that makes me I have lost 50 pounds exactly in less than 3 months. Like, 3 months is coming up next week. So, basically 3 months, but less. Um, One really super awesome thing is that I've lost 50 pounds, but on top of that, I'm kind of back on track with intermittent fasting, which is something that I wasn't back on track with last week. Like, I've been really struggling with it because, like I've been saying, Phentermine's starting to wear off a little. So at this point, it's a lot of willpower. But I notice when I do take Phentermine correctly, and I'll explain in a second what correctly means, and when I do drink enough water, um, it works a lot better for me. So even though I feel like it's wearing off, when I do it all right perfectly, it's much better. Um, I feel so good, guys. I'm like I say this every week, but I'm getting my confidence back more, and that doesn't mean I'm like strutting around like, all right, look at me, because I'm just not that type of person. But it means that, like, when I go somewhere and people are looking at me or I'm talking to someone, I'm not wondering, like, if they're looking at my rolls or if they're just thinking about how fat I am or if they can see my double chin or if my back rolls are sweating. Like, the list goes on and on and on of things that I used to worry about. Like, at one point, I got so bad that, or so big, I wondered if I could even go on like theme park rides with my kids, and that was a little ridiculous because I was only 250. Um, but that's huge. Like, that's really heavy, and especially for. And I always say this in my videos. Don't ever, like, I'm not trying to make anyone feel bad. If you love your body and love who you are and where you are in life and what you can do, what your body's ability is, then just be happy. If you're happy, be happy. I've been making myself like miserable for 3 months because I love food. I just want to eat all the time. Like, my food addiction is real. It's like out of this world. It's just how badly I want to eat all the time. But I can't. And like, it's starting to get to the point where I'm just like, I am hungry. I want to eat this whole bag of cheddar popcorn so bad. And it's like a psychological thing, but for me, I've always been in sports and I've always been so athletic. Like, I would roller skate 20 miles when I lived in Florida, and it was nothing. I loved it. I felt free. So that's why in the beginning of my journey, I was saying that I felt trapped, like, in my own body, because I couldn't do what I'm used to doing, which was skating. I couldn't even do that anymore. I was so big. Like, I could, but it was so hard. It wasn't worth it. It wasn't the feeling of like flying and freedom and happiness that I used to feel, even though my body could physically do it. Um, what I've been doing, I'll go over that really quick. And if it is too quick and I'm not giving you all the tips that you're wanting or needing, just go to my old videos because I kind of say them like every time. So I try not to be too repetitive and just say all of them like for a long time every video. But basically, I've been eating 1,200 calories or less, and the longer that I'm on this, I've been eating more and more, which is horrible because the less I'm starting to weigh, the less my body needs per day to function, so I should be eating less. But like I said, I'm really struggling with the food addiction lately, and a lot of it is just looking at myself and being like, Heather, is that what you want? Is that what you want again? Or do you want to keep going? So it's a lot of my mind. Anyways, 1,200 or less. I'm kind of in like a 12 to 1,500 range now, but I make sure I work out more. Like, instead of my 2 derby practices that I already have, my lips are so dry. I go to, like, yesterday with my friend, we went skating on the trail, and I skated for 2 hours. Or I'm sorry, well, we did skate for 2 hours, but for the first hour, I was doing endurance training. So I just hooked up my headphones, my really like good workout playlist that pumps me up, and I skated 10 miles. And I skated it in an hour, like almost exactly. But that's normal for me. And like I was like leaving her behind, and at the end I'm like, or at like somewhere near the beginning I was just like, I'm sorry, I really want to time myself and I gotta burn my calories. Like I want to talk and stuff, but I gotta do this for an hour. So like I was really dedicated and I felt bad, but I did it and I burned like 700 calories. And like I said, that was nothing. Like I can skate 20 miles just because as a teen that's what I was so used to. Anyways, if you my whole point, if you eat over your calories, make sure you burn them. Like that is just the huge thing I'm getting at here. If you do terrible, like me, my street, I got so lucky with our new house. Like it's like a blacktop, and it's the only one out here on this road that's like really smooth. So if I eat bad, I'll just strap on my skates and I will skate up and down this street for a few miles. Like I make myself work for it. You're supposed to just have the willpower and make the decision of if this food is worth it to you or not. But if your addiction gets the best of you, because that's what it is. And a lot of people, like, they'll laugh or they'll think it's funny when you say you're addicted to food, but I feel like it's just as bad as any other addiction, especially when it comes to like the sugar aspect of it. A sugar addiction is crazy. Like, don't even get me started on that. But if you do make bad choices, make yourself work for it. If you don't want to go buy some skates and take all my wonderful advice, then sit in front of your TV and work it off on a workout video. Like, you have got to be responsible for you and what you do. The easy way, though, the easy way is to eat intermittent fast. Make yourself eat in those time frames. And if you eat in those time frames, you will eat so many less calories. Like, it's just so much easier to eat in that range. That's one thing I noticed is when I stopped intermittent fasting, like I was done with my calories so early every day, and then I was just struggling every day to stay under because I'd have to be done eating at like 2 because I'd eat all my calories up. But when I intermittent fast, it makes it so much better because I don't eat till noon. And then, so that skips breakfast. I just have coffee and I'm not even hungry. It's like I said, it's psychological. So I eat at noon and then I will stop eating at 7. And like, that's it. That's the cutoff. So that for me is both of my binge times, like right when I wake up and then before bed. So when I was like really sticking true to that, I was losing a lot more weight. But like I said, I'm back on it. So that's awesome. Sorry, it's 7.5 minutes in, and I haven't even mentioned, but I'm taking Phentermine. Some days I won't take it now because I'm trying to give myself a break because I've learned these healthy eating habits and I've learned about intermittent fasting and I could eat in this range and make life easier, but I am still taking it. So I got to give a lot of credit to that. If you're wondering what Phentermine is, it is a weight loss drug, but it doesn't help you lose weight. What it does is it makes you not hungry, and it's classified as a drug. So I haven't told a lot of my family and friends because it's just not info I really want out there. And then I published it on YouTube, but it makes it to where when you're a food addict like me, it go it goes to your brain and it sends your brain feel good hormones. I don't remember what they're called, but to where you don't need food all the time to have those hormones or those gosh, I wish I could remember, but y'all know what I'm getting at here. So instead of needing food to get that, this drug replaces it for you, and it also makes you not hungry all the time. So, and especially at first, like at first it's almost impossible to eat. And then once you start seeing like those really fast results, you have more motivation to do it on your own. One thing for me is in the beginning I was losing like 7 pounds a week, and now because I've lost 50 pounds, I'm so happy about that. I'm losing so much less. Like it's down to 2 pounds. Yeah, like 2 pounds a week, and that's hard. Like to still be putting in all this effort and to only at the end of the week be like 2 pounds lost, but it's still losing. And because I have so much less to lose now, it doesn't bother me so much. Like I have 37 pounds to go. That's awesome. Like to me, that's awesome. Like a lot of y'all probably only have 37 to lose total, so you can do this if you put your mind to it. I have 37 to go because when I started, I needed to lose 87 pounds. And that's another thing about when you get so big, you're just like, why? Is it even worth it? I have 100 pounds to lose. How am I going to do that? Like that's going to take forever. But just take that step. Just start seeing those results and how much better you feel. with every 20 pounds, and it will keep you going. And then your friends and family will start telling you about how amazing you look, and you'll feel so good. And I just, like I said, I feel free. Like, I feel like I was trapped, and I feel like I'm free now. I'm still struggling though, because I just love to eat. So every day is a battle for me still. And I feel like it's always gonna be, because I'm addicted to food. And even if I have the food in my house, I will probably eat it. Like, I have certain triggers, and I just can't have them in my house. Like, chocolate donuts is one, and so is like pepperoni. Isn't that crazy? Pepperoni? But there's like these few foods I can't have, and I won't do it to myself. I also wanted to say real quick that I'm so sorry I haven't gotten back to most of your comments on my last video. Like, my life has been so crazy. I haven't even been getting enough sleep, honestly, let alone catching up. But I promise you, sometime this week, I will get back to everybody's questions. Like today, right now, I'm about to go to work. Lots of work, lots of roller derby practice. We had a game. Like, it's just been a lot. And I think that's all. This video ran really long. Make sure you're drinking your 100 ounces of water a day. That's like my number one thing. That if I don't get my water in, I am so much more bound to fail that day. Because water's keeping you full, and it also, I feel like it makes the Phentermine work better, and it just makes your body work better. You just feel better. B12 is a great tool to making you an appetite suppressant that you don't have to go to the doctor for. Yes, you have to go to the doctor for Phentermine, and you also have to be in the obese range. So if you're not either of those things, just try the other tips that I'm saying without the Phentermine. And if you're not like crazy addicted to food, you should be able to do it, guys. Also, a lot of people ask if I exercise. I don't go to the gym, but I do roller derby. So basically just skating. And I do a lot of like, outside of our practice, I do a lot of just endurance training, which is just long miles, like 10 miles skating, and for an hour. And I would do 2 if I could. So just, I know it's crazy. You're like, skating, I can't skate. Go buy some skates. Learn to skate. It's really fun. And I promise it'll give you a challenge, and it'll be fun. And it works all your parts that I feel like a female needs to work to make themselves feel good. Like strong legs, your butt. It works your core just standing up on them, even if you're not going fast. 12 minutes. I think this is my longest one yet. I'm so excited, and I have so much to talk to y'all about, and just things are going really good. So if you have any questions, please feel free to comment, and I promise I'm going to get back to everybody. And I hope everyone's doing good. There was something else. I don't remember. So I'll talk to you guys next week. And bye.